Hello everyone, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and in honor of that, we here at the CH Booth Library would like to show you how you can learn a little bit more about mental health and what you can do to protect yours with Medline Plus. Nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults live with some form of mental illness, with varying degrees of severity, with the most common being anxiety disorders, depression, and PTSD. Mental illness is an umbrella term that encapsulates upwards of 200 different issues, far too many for one video, so we will only be focusing on the big three here today. Now, we go to health topics under the disorders and conditions section. There is an area called mental health and behavior. If we click that, we are taken to a directory, and here we can find a comprehensive list of different types of mental health disorders and behavioral issues. You can click on any one of these to be directed to the page of your interest, or simply type your query into the search bar. As you can see, I have already opened up some articles from right here, so we will just jump to those. So here we are at the anxiety page. Here you can find information on what anxiety is, what the difference between anxiety and anxiety disorders are, as there is a difference. Generally speaking, feelings of anxiety and even physical reactions to stressful situations are quite normal. It's only when those feelings last an unusually long amount of time, or when it starts to negatively impact your life, that it may go into the disorder territory. We can also find information on common types of anxiety disorders, information on symptoms, how to be diagnosed, treatments, and more. Go down here, there's various articles that will direct you to different web pages as well. Now, similarly to anxiety, we have depression. While temporary feelings of being depressed are a natural response to sad situations, depression is different. On this page, we can find some symptoms of depression that include things like feelings of emptiness, loss of interest in past favorite activities, unhealthy eating habits, fatigue, not being able to sleep, and suicidal thoughts. And again, more information on diagnosis, treatments and therapies, and how to live with your disorder once you are diagnosed. And finally, there is PTSD. PTSD is a disorder that is commonly related to veterans. As you can see right now on the picture, even they have a man in some sort of army uniform. However, that's not the only demographic that can suffer from it. Anyone that experiences a traumatic event runs the risk of developing PTSD. As you can see here, there are also some more uncommonly known, I guess, risk factors to developing PTSD, as well as one of them being, rather, your sex, which is not something that I knew before looking at this page. So really, it helps to investigate more. That's why we are really pushing this resource. Now, you may have noticed either in the directory boxes or in some cases the medical encyclopedias related to these pages, there has been the topic of children's mental health. In addition to it being Mental Health Awareness Month in general, the 3rd to the 9th is actually Children's Mental Health Awareness Week. Mental health issues are not something that is only seen in adults. Millions of children worldwide also deal with these issues, and the rates at which they are being diagnosed with them are only rising. Some disorders, like anxiety and depression, are thought to have a genetic component that increases the likelihood that someone will have them or develop them. In other cases, like with PTSD, traumatic events in early childhood are also thought to increase the likelihood of someone developing PTSD and feeling its effects as a child. To find some more information on these disorders and how they affect younger people, you can either click on the medical encyclopedias or in the For You section, jump to straight articles about post-traumatic stress disorders in people of these demographics, or we can go back to health topics. Both under the mental health and behavior section, there is some mention of depression in teens, for example, but if we go to demographic groups, children and teenagers, we can also find more information right here, child mental health, for example. There's also information on abuse and how that can lead to the development of different mental health disorders and how to help a child that has gone through that. So, a bit of a heavy topic. However, I hope that this information has been helpful for you, that you keep a watch on both your mental health and the mental health of your loved ones. I hope that you all have a happy and healthy May and for the rest of the year as well, of course. Just like Medline Plus, the CH Booth Library is always here to help. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at CH Booth Library, or on our website www.chboothlibrary.org.